Alright, I bought some more shares last night. ZIM stocks are down. So right now they're giving a 100% return on your investment because the stock is down if you buy the stock now. Now this is a little complicated. I'm gonna try to keep it simple for, you know, retards like me, but just kidding. Okay, so, you know, I'm not a rocket scientist and I don't speak rocket science, but I can be or am deep. I'm just not as deep as some other people. So I can wrap my head around some of this stuff, just not all of it. So I can explain some of it, but not all of it. Now, the reason why I'm suggesting buying stocks while the stocks are down that pay good dividends is because they pay a better dividend when the stock is down. Now, if the stock goes up after you buy it, that's even better. But you don't want to buy it while it's up. You don't want to buy any stock while it's up, for that matter. So you always want to buy low and sell high, basically. That's just the general rule for stocks. That being said, I think I'm going to lose a couple $100 on Bed Bath & Beyond. But that's another subject. I'll touch on that in a little bit. But if I remember, I'm kind of forgetful too. And I go on rabbit trails. So anyways, try not to go rabbit trail. ZIM, right now, the stocks are way down. So now it's time to buy. Now, they're not like Bed Bath & Beyond where it looks like they're going out of business. They're actually making money. Just their stocks are down. So, we'll have to look and see how much money Bed Bath & Beyond's making to see if they're gonna plummet or not. But I don't think they're paying any dividends to compare it by, like these guys are. Now these guys are making, I think, twice what they're paying us, or maybe a little less, but they're making money. So either way, it's a win-win. They're making money, you're making money. But you buy the stocks while the stock is down, so you get the best yield. Now, if you're watching the yield like I do, then when the stock goes up, the yield's going to go down. But you have to remember that you bought in while the yield was up. So your yield is still the same. Your yield, like say you buy in right now at 100% yield. Your yield will stay at 100% as long as they don't change the dividend payout. For example, when I first bought, I was buying around $20 worth, around $20 a share. Now it's down to like $16, $17 a share. So it's a better time to buy. But everything that I bought at $20 a share is locked in at the yield for that price. And everything that I buy now is locked in for the yield for that price, providing they don't change the dividend. So last quarter, they were paying $30 a share in dividends, where this quarter they're only paying like 17. So that's almost half. So I was making 115% last quarter, where this quarter I was only making like 75-80%. That being said, if I buy in now, which I did, I bought $200. That $200 is locked in at the 100% yield rate, as long as they don't change the dividend price. So my other stuff's gonna pay like 75% yield, where this is gonna pay 100% yield. The $200 I just spent is gonna pay me 100% yield. So I'm not keeping track of how many stocks I bought in, at what price, at what time, and whatnot. I'm just trying to keep my buy-in rate around $20 or less. If I keep it around $20 or less, then I'm doing good. So if the stock price is $20 or less, I suggest buying it. That being said, if you even buy it at $22 a share like my dad did, you're still doing good, because their stocks are technically down quite a bit. Let's look over here. For the year, their stocks are down 71%. So if their stock goes up, we're making money on that end as well. Overall, they're up, or at least over the 5 years. This company apparently started or became publicly traded around 2021. So they're not a very old company. And my dad is looking over here. Where's my dad looking? Oh, they were founded in 1945. So they've been around for a minute. They just became publicly traded in 2021. Here's the dividend yield. My dad's looking at this dividend yield down here where it says 164. From what I understand, that's the 5-year yield, or the projected 5-year yield. I don't know what the PE ratio is and how to read that. Yeah, they're just under $17 per share. I think I bought last night at $16.80. If I was paying attention, I could have bought it at $16.50. But, hey, it was a couple cents. So yeah, they're back down to about where they started in 2021 when they became publicly traded. But they've been around for a long time, so they know what they're doing. I got one stock, one share. One share over there. I'm making $16 on that. I bought in at $80 a share. Now I lucked out. Now the stocks is a little bit of luck and a little bit of strategy. Once you figure out how the market works, which I haven't, but I'm somewhat figured out my niche market, and that's dividends. I love dividends. It's like, hey, I can play the market and make money on both sides. It's like, that just sounds like a no-brainer to me. So you find a good paying stock that pays good dividends, that's solid and stable. You know, there's some that are paying out more than what they're actually making, and that's a red flag. But like these companies, they're making more than what they're paying out, so they're solid. I wasn't sure how solid ZIM is, but now I'm a little bit more sure that they're more solid. The thing, if I got my information right, the thing that sold me on ZIM, besides the fact that they're paying really good dividends, is that they're a Jewish company, and Jews tend to be pretty good with their money, and they're in New Zealand, and it's transportation. So, I don't know what dollar New Zealand is trading in, but you know, like the US dollar's weak right now, and the Fed and everybody else is trying to fix that. But it's like, you know, when you keep printing fake money and it's not backed by anything except labor, your dollar's going to go down in value, because basically that's what the money's backed by, is our labor and taxes. Well, the more taxes you have to pay on stuff, the less value the stuff has. And it's like, they say that inflation's only 2%, but also taxation is inflation. So if I'm paying taxes on the ingredients to make a product, well, those people have to pay taxes on those ingredients to sell it to you. So you're paying the tax that they paid, because they got to pass the buck on to you. So you're right there, you're paying a double tax. And then you sell the product to someone else. Maybe you're selling it wholesale. Well, that person has to pay a tax, and you have to pay a tax. So then the next person's paying a triple tax, right? And then they're selling it in their retail store. So now they gotta charge taxes. So the customers are now paying 4 times the tax. So that's the hidden tax. If it weren't for this quadruple or more tax problem we have, our dollar would be a lot more valuable. And it's not backed by anything, you know? Backed by faith, you know? Basically, our faith in our dollar is the only value it has. And the more people lose faith in their dollar, the less value it has. But not just our country, other countries as well. Other countries have lost faith in our dollar. And that's why we've got this BRICS coming out, or whatever. I think they're working on a new name, but they're bringing. I don't remember the details, but they call it the BRICS, and it might be the new dollar, you know. But the Fed and the U.S. government is freaking out over that. It's like, oh no, we got to have dominance. We got to dominate the world. You know, global banks and stuff. They want to control everything. So anyways, New Zealand, I don't know what dollar they're trading in. But I look at that too, like PBR, for example. I think PBR is trading with BRICS, South America, Brazil. They either are or looking at using BRICS instead of the US dollar. So that'll increase their stability. So that's one thing to look at. You know, how strong is their dollar? How strong is the company? Because yeah, we may have a collapse here in this country, but other countries may not feel it. So now would be the time to put your money in other countries if you're investing, because you know their economy may be more stable, more strong, and if we invest in their economy, we might be able to make it through our economic collapse or whatever crisis is around the corner, whether it's manufactured or not. So, and you know, we go through like a mini recession about every 10 years anyways. So as long as it's just a mini recession, we'll be fine. But if we have a depression like we did 100 years ago, it's gonna be tough, at least for 5 years. You know, it'll be harder on some of us than others. And that's why a lot of people are suggesting renewable assets. And I agree, renewable assets, but if you're gonna do paper assets, put them in countries and companies that are stable, like ZIM. This one here is an Asian Asian company. I think they deal in overseas stores containers, shipping containers. So it's another transportation company, which is another thing that I like about ZIM. They're in transportation. So the two most needed industries in at least this country and probably the world is transportation and medical. So you know, the government doesn't actually do anything to produce any money. So investing in the government, probably not the best idea. The government only makes money off of you and me. So the only way the government can make money to pay you if you're investing in the government is to tax you more money, or other people more money. So in a sense, you're robbing your neighbor if you're investing in the government. So, and yourself, you know, but, you know, you may be, I don't know, you may break even, you might make a little bit of money, but, you know, a lot of times the government, they say, is a sure bet, but at what expense? At what expense? So I try not to invest in the government too much, because, like I said, it's at mine and my neighbor's expense. So, and that's another reason why I have a hard time PBR. I like PBR because it's petroleum, it's stable. Even though I'm a hippie and I'm a tree hugger, you know, I am a truck driver. I worked in the oil field. I know that we will always be oil dependent. Nah, maybe not always, but for a while. And we need oil. We just don't need to abuse it. You know, we need to not be dependent on it. So there are certain things we can do. There's certain other things we can do to not be oil dependent. So I don't think we should be oil dependent. I think we should have other alternatives as backup plans. Like one of my properties I have on the grid, if you will, for electricity. And that's it. I got a well, I got a septic. The only thing I pay for is electricity. And I'm working on getting, I'll be working on getting solar and wind on that property. So it'll be somewhat self-sufficient. I do have some solar lighting there, so that reduces my bill, my monthly bill. My security system is on solar setup. I got like those mobile deer cams that send me information to my cell phone, and I got them all hooked up on solar panels, and so they basically, the camera runs off the battery at night and it runs off the solar during the day. I'm good, you know. So that saves me money on my electric bill. Things like that. But and then my other two properties are 100% off the grid. One I don't really use very much, and the other one I use a lot. And they're both 100% off the grid. The only other thing that I got on the grid is my cell phones and my snail mail. And that's pretty much it. So I'm not oil dependent. Like, oh, and my cars, you know. I buy gas. Hang on, I gotta shift. Going by the Amish school right now. The Amish, you know, we can learn from them. They're not, I would say, 100% accurate on what they're doing. Mennonites are probably better. But anyways, we're on rabbit trail. So yeah, I look for stability in the company, and these companies look like they have stability. You never know. I mean, Bed Bath & Beyond, I thought they were stable, but I hadn't shopped there in a while because I make my own stuff anyways. You know, mine are all natural though. I don't use that petroleum-based fragrance crap. You know, that's another place that we're petroleum dependent, or whatever, that we shouldn't be. People are using petroleum-based medicine. People are using petroleum-based a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing, like lotions and potions. Those things should be natural, not petroleum-based. You know, so, but anyways, petro's strong. Right now, especially because during the C-19 pandemic, hardly anybody was driving, just us essential worker people, and so we had an abundance of oil because we weren't using it as much. And now that people are using it more, now we don't have enough, and So oil prices have gone up. So right now is a good time to make money on oil if you bought in before. But it's going to go back down. Maybe not down a lot, but it'll go back down. These guys, I don't know nothing about them. Except that they pay good dividends. And they're making money on their money. So, they look like a Russian company. Transportation. So, another transportation and energy company.
Turn around when possible.
Oh, and oil. So yeah, transportation, energy, medical, those are probably the three best things to invest your money in. Even though I don't agree with the medical industry, it's a good investment. You know, medical industry is petroleum-based medicine, and I don't agree with that. But that's where the money's at. Because there's no money in curing people and fixing people. You know, the money's in treating the symptoms, not the problem. And so that's why the medical industry is so profitable. Again, it's the first or second most needed industry in the world, if, you know, in the U.S., if not the world. First or second to transportation. And both of those are dependent on petroleum. So there you go.
Turn around when possible.
The petrodollar. Which is another reason we went to war. It's always about the money. Money and power. Money and power. So anyways. Since the stock's down, my dad took out another loan, which is crazy, but he'll make money. Like I said, I don't suggest people doing that, but I talked to him this morning, and he's like, yeah, when I get my first dividend check, I'm gonna just go ahead and start paying back the loan. I was like, that's a good idea. Because, you know, once you get the loan paid back, then it's all free money after that. Free money! You know, like Robert Kiyosaki says, other people's money. You figure out how to use other people's money to make money, then you're doing good. You know? And if you want to take that risk, like my dad did, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a good idea, because it may not be, but I'm pretty sure my dad's going to make money. Now, will they make all of the money back in dividends? I can't say, because every quarter it changes. I can't predict the future. But I can say as of now, he's going to make at least, you know, 25% of his money back. Or pretty close. So 20%, we'll say 20% of his money back. And if he takes that 20% and or even 10% of, you know, even if he got only 10%, he takes that and puts it towards his debt, then he's ahead of the game. Because my dad didn't put all of his money in PBR and ZIM. He put it in some $12 stock too. And I call it $12 stock because it's only, not $12 stock, 12% stock. It's only paying 12% dividends. It's like, I don't know why he put it in those, but I would have stuck with, you know, like the top 5. He wanted to diversify, and I get that. But people on the internet were saying that these other two companies were solid, stable buys, which I don't know. Maybe they are. But I've learned not to trust what other people say, because some people get paid to mislead you. Or see, I'm not getting paid. I'm just showing you what I'm making. I'm showing you the proof that's in the pudding, whatever. Well, I take that back. I get paid. I get paid the same way you get paid if you do what I'm doing. So that's it. That's the only way I get paid. So that's probably the main reason why I'm doing this. You know, I feel like I found a niche and I want to share it. But you know, people that get paid to give you information, you got to be careful with that, because you don't know if it's true or not. So always double check even what I say, because I don't know everything. I don't know much of anything when it comes to stocks. I just found a niche. You know, that niche may go away, but it's working for me right now, so I'm exploiting it. You know, when I first found out about this stuff, I didn't even know. I mean, I was just blindly going in this. And you might say that this is the blind leading the blind. Probably. But when I first was doing this, I was blind. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just throwing, you know, well, I put way too much money in Bitcoin. But I started buying into Bitcoin when it was going down. And I'm actually glad I did.
Half a mile. Bear left onto Missouri 39.
I started buying Bitcoin while it was going down. My brother was complaining that he lost $700 on Bitcoin or whatever. I was like, now it's time to buy. So I started buying $100 at a time when it was dropping. It was way up here.
Bear left onto Missouri.
I started buying right around in here. 21, 22. No, I started buying in, 22. So right around in there. And I just kept losing money. It kept going down. I kept putting money in. It's like, oh, hopefully it'll go back up. And then I had like $2,000, almost $2,500 in. And I was like, okay, I'm not putting any more money in. Because it keeps dropping, you know. But every time it drops some more, I still put like more money in. I couldn't help myself. I was like, it's got to go back up. It's got to go back up. Sure enough, it went back up. It's not back up to where I want it to be, but it's back up to I don't know why it says 46. I guess that's when I started buying in.
Turn in the first right onto Missouri 39 towards
That's
Stockton.
strange. There it is. Okay. It was stuck. So I started buying in around 20 or 48, $46,000 a coin. I think my last purchase might help if I know how to shift. There we go. Now we got it. Like what? Oh, I had it in high. I had my splitter in high. It's like, why can't I go into gear? Gotta be smarter in the gear shifter. That's why. Anyhow, so I started buying at 48,000, 46,000, 45,000 a coin. And it just kept dropping. So I thought the sweet spot was in the 30s. And so I quit buying for a minute. And I was like, well, if it drops back down into like 30, 32, then I'll buy some. So it did. It dropped to 30s. And so I bought some more. Then it dropped some more. I'm like, ah! It just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I think the last time I bought it was like 16,000 a coin. And I still got an auto buy at 15,000. But I don't know if it's gonna go back down because the dollar's weak and people are concerned. And we got the BRICS. So, and now we got the US government trying to make their own digital currency and put us on that social credit score crap that China has, so we can be more communist like China. So, people are rushing back to Bitcoin because Bitcoin, I don't think Bitcoin's a safety net, but it feels like a safety net to some people. So, people are rushing back to Bitcoin. So it's going back up. And that's good for me because I'm going to cash it out, put my money in dividend stocks, my land, gold, silver, renewable assets. So if I put this $2,000 over in PBR, I'll make about, $200 a month off of it. So give or take. So if I can get my, enough money in there,
Your destination is on the left.
provided it keeps paying good dividends, if I invest enough money in them to where I can basically quit my job or get a local job where I can be home more, work my land more, and do more of what I want to do, that'd be great. That $100 a month that I'm making now really helps. The last time
Your destination is on the left.
I think I used the money to buy something frivolous that I didn't really need. But hey, it was money that, it was extra money that I had that I didn't really have to worry about. So, I'm going off-road. It's bumpy as hell. I got gravel here on my property, but it's not smooth anymore. It's supposed to rain tonight. Let's get myself positioned so I can get out of here. I got a full load. I got to deliver in Texas on Tuesday. Straighten out. So I'm leaving Monday morning. My brother just bought a $200,000 house. I think, well, it might be worth that. It's a little high priced. I'm jealous of the house, but not the price. But it's on 5 acres, and it's a huge house. It's probably worth it. I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. But I mean, I had a house that was almost that big and did not have as much. I gotta remember to touch the screen every so often, because I had it set for a 5-minute timeout. Well, I just changed it to 10 minutes because I keep timing out. But anyhow, I'm home. I'm gonna take care of the animals. I gotta trim the goats' hooves this weekend. I'm past due on that. But I lost my train of thought. So I was like talking about I got an extra $100 a month. You know, I spent the money on frivolous things, but hey, you know, that was an extra $100 a month that I could afford to spend on frivolous things. And Gibby, you know, and now I'm breaking even on my Bitcoin. Once it goes up, I'll be able to make some money off of it. I'll roll that over into PBR. It's not paying as much as ZIM, but I can't invest in ZIM on... Oh, that glad hand leaks. I'm gonna run out of air. There we go. Alright, Dibs. Dibby, Dibby. Dibby, Dibby, Dibby. She's a talker. Can't tell if she's hungry or wants attention or both. I already know it's both. It's both. You're wet. Morning dew. Anyhow. See, I'm a prepper and a survivalist. Conspiracy theorist. And, so... I got my land. I'm doing things to prepare for a collapse if we have one. But it also doesn't hurt. You know, it's like they say growing your own food is like printing your own money. You know, so we should all be growing food. Whether it's food for the market or food for ourselves. Whatever your favorite stuff is, you should at least be growing that. If you can, if it grows in your zone, you know. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm growing things that grow in zone 7. Because that's where I live. And mostly I'm doing low maintenance crops because I'm a truck driver and I can't... Whoa! Check this out. This is amazing. Oh, the one Cindy had died. Crap, that's not good. I was like, I thought there was another one. It might come back. I have to water it. Let me get my camera. The onions are doing good. Libs. Hang on, I gotta water this lettuce. I guess the other lettuce that are doing good are choking out the one that's not doing good. Now, the picture's not gonna look as good because I just watered it. But I wanted to water it before the sun comes up. I broke one of the lettuce stems watering it, but that's alright. I'll eat that one. It might make it come back. Let's see if I can find the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. This is just a burner phone, so I don't really use the camera. Here's my lettuce. This is my first year growing lettuce. This is romaine lettuce. These are the ones I planted. This is the one Cindy had. It still feels strong. It's just not doing very good. But hopefully it sends up some, you know, it roots and sends up some new shoots. But yeah, I guess that was 2 of them. I thought it was just 1. There's 1. So I've not grown lettuce before. This is my first year growing lettuce. Cindy had this in her window. And it looked healthy. It just was long and spindly. And then I stuck it in here and now it's dying. But it might be alright. So yeah, that's my lettuce. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. I got it on the screen. Yeah, it's still a little too dirty. I'll probably just put it back in here for nutrients for this guy. He needs nutrients. So, here is my onions. I haven't even planted them yet. I hadn't had time. I just stuck them in the dirt. And they're growing. This is ragweed. I've got garlic in here I need to replant. Potatoes. They've kind of died back a little bit, but I gotta repot those. Potatoes, onions, potatoes, garlic. Oh, shit. Oh, we had a freeze. My tomato plant died. That's what it was. Dang it. This was a chocolate cherry tomato. I gotta go buy another one now. It's dead. It's not coming back. Dang it. It was doing really good. I was proud of it. But yep, I planted too soon. Oh, my camera timed out on me. Oh well. Got some potatoes coming up in here. I'm in my greenhouse now. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a weed. Oh, that's pokeberry. Yeah, there's a pokeberry. Yep, that's exactly what that is. I didn't really want that growing in here. This is my tomato patch. I'm gonna have to cut that out. I forgot about the pokeberry that was growing in here last year. My former friend basically just had a bunch of weeds growing in here. Which some of them were good. Like I said, the pokeberry is alright. I just don't want it in here. It's not where I want it. It can grow outside. Here's another potato plant that I missed. My so-called friend, he turned out to be a backstabber. But anyhow, he planted some potatoes in here. And I dug them up last year thinking, they might freeze. Well, I missed a few, and now they're coming back. They're still growing. It's crazy. So, this is chickweed. It's an edible. This is an edible. It's a weed. That's an well, kind of, sort of, not really. This is an edible weed. So there's a lot of edible weeds in here, and I'm keeping some of them. But I don't want this greenhouse to be full of weeds. So I got tomatoes that I'm growing in these boxes, as well as marigolds, because marigolds are a companion plant. Ooh, smack, this onion's already going to seed. Nice. Onions is also a companion plant for tomatoes. So I'm gonna have to go get me another chocolate cherry. Didn't make it. What? You want food or something? So yeah, this land is my renewable asset. It's also kind of like my sanctuary, it's work, but you know, I've been accused of being a workaholic, so, but it's like my sanctuary, it's my peace, my place where I come and relax. And yeah, I work, but I relax. It's hard work, but for me it's relaxing hard work, you know, because it's like I'm not dependent on this to survive. So in a sense it's a hobby, but as a prepper it's more of a survival thing. And I put more emphasis on it when I had the worthless eaters here, because we were working on a sustainable community where we were supposed to be. There's some wild onions too. Probably should transplant some of them to the greenhouse. Oh, I love these guys. Giant mosquitoes. They're not really mosquitoes. They're mosquito hawks. They eat mosquitoes. So, and they're flying around like crazy this morning. I love them. Looking for mosquitoes. So I try not to step on them. I try not to kill them. Do not kill mosquito hawks. Anyways, they are your friend. So yeah, just waiting for this to go up. Like 35,000 a coin. Then I'm gonna cash it out and move it over to PBR. Oh, like I was saying before I went on my rabbit trail. PBR or ZIM. I should be walking the road, not this trail. My feet are getting wet now. ZIM. I cannot invest through Cash App. I have to use Robinhood. So, since I got my money in BitCoin in Cash App, when I cash it out, and instead of just moving it over to ZIM, which will take a week, to Robinhood, it'll take a week, I'll just keep it here and put it in PBR. And then when I get paid, I'll move money into ZIM. But yeah, this is what got me started. So my brother, backtracking a little bit, my brother was like, "Oh, I'm losing money on Bitcoin." So I was like, "Hey, now's the time to invest." And so I bought as it was going down. And now it's going back up. So now I'm making money. Oh, crap. I left my internet in the truck, so we don't have internet right now. We're just going offline, which is fine. I think I got the latest updates. I'm going down to feed the animals right now. So, see if I can look it up. Bed. Bath. Oh. But, no, that's Bath and Body Works. Did they go out of business? Alright, I'm almost to the road down here. I'm gonna go back up using the road and get my phone. But I'll feed the cats first. I'll be back. Meow. You look like you lost weight. Did you have your children? I think you did. You better be taking care of them. Hey, Tails. That That's Swirl. She's not the best mom. That being said, last year could have been her first litter. Be nice. She's a cutie pie, but she's mean. She's not... What's going on with your forehead? It's a big female tick. Alright, we gotta pluck that bitch. Get off me. Donna, stop it. Donna's a biter. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna give her medicine. Tick medicine. Okay, it's offline. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta piece this together anyways. I'll make a third video. Alright, bye. Oh, I'm recording. So I came over here. This is a boat my brother donated. I gotta get it up and running. I came over here looking for the goat leash, because I'm gonna trim the goat's hooves today, or this weekend. And I looked in here, and look what I saw. I think those are Callie's babies. So it looks like she's taking care of them. Cool. That's the goat food. Well, it's old goat food. Now it's more like fertilizer. But, yeah, it's funny. Kind of scared me. I wasn't expecting to see this in here. One orange one. And the rest are tigers. There's that one tiger on the left. Looks like it's got some orange in it, though. Like Callie. I mean, not Callie. Swirl. Swirl's got... That one looks like it's gonna have Swirl's colors. But that's cool. So maybe she'll take care of them this year. I gave Fluffy her medicine. She had the ticks the worst, but Donna, Mickey, and Swirl are probably going to need it next. And then I'll assess the rest. Basically, I just give them their medicine whenever they get fleas and ticks too bad. You know, I don't want to use too much medicine. I try to be all natural. This is Fluffy. Fluffy. And that's Swirl. No, sorry. That's Shiner there on the left. She's pregnant. That's the new black cat. I'll probably name him Midnight, since I know he's a boy. We had I don't know what I'll name him. I just call him LBC, Little Black Cat. But he's not little anymore. He still is, but not by much. He's kind of a scaredy cat. Are you a scaredy cat? You know I'm not going to hurt you. He wants attention, but yeah, he's scared. He's funny. Shiner does the same thing though. Come here. Come here, little guy. Yeah, it's okay. Come here. Yeah, it's okay. Scratch your butt. You might not run. Come here. Yeah, we like our butt scratched. Yeah, we do. We like our butt scratched. Yeah. Cats are funny. This is Donna. She's a biter. Gotta watch her. And there's the goats. Still cleaning the place up from the sustainable community and all the worthless eaters. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like I was more hardcore about getting stuff done when there was more people here and we were trying to prep and stuff. But nobody did crap, so I got rid of them all. Now I'm doing it on my own, but I don't need this to survive. It's more of a survivalist thing, you know, I'm prepping. So if there is a problem, I'm prepared, you know. They always say expect the best, prepare for the worst, right? So anyways, I'm done with the animals. I'm heading up to the truck. Change my socks because now my feet are wet from the morning dew. But yeah. Oh, okay. I kind of remember where I was before. So I started getting into all this when my brother started losing money on Bitcoin. So I started investing with Bitcoin. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. But I had this Cash App. A customer talked me into getting it. I was kind of reluctant. But my brother said he used it and he liked it. So I was like, all right, I'll use it. Normally I just use PayPal, right? Of course, their stocks are down right now too. And so I normally use PayPal, but I got into Cash App because of a customer and then my brother. And then my brother was like, oh, I'm losing money on Bitcoin. So that's when I started investing in Bitcoin. Like I said, I bought it about 40. I started buying around 48,000 a coin. Now it's down. What the heck is this? Oh, it looks like rabbit hair. Maybe one of the cats were hunting rabbits. Anyways, could have been a coyote too. But anyhow, so I started getting into stocks because of Bitcoin. Oh, there's the goats. You left the baby behind. Matt! That's your boyfriend. Why do you leave your boyfriend behind? Here he comes. He's the new one. He's the new baby. I just bought him. He's gonna be the buck to impregnate these females. And so what I have is one Nubian, and the rest are Nubian Nigerian cross. And so basically what I'm gonna have is they call them mini Nubians, but these guys aren't very mini. These are big Nigerian Nubians. And I got him especially because he was big for his size. He was a mini Nubian, but he was big for his size, so I bought him. So what that does is it improves the milk quality. And since they're bigger mini Nubians, they're like not mini Nubians. They're just, I don't know what I call them. But anyways, big mini Nubians. Oh, wow. The mulberries froze too. I didn't realize we got a hard frost. Anyways, so they'll be good meat milk goats. And that's basically what my goal was last year. Was to go in the meat direction, but have a dual purpose goat. Because my former friend had Nigerian dwarfs, but he never milked them. He talked about eating the male offspring. He never did that. Nothing. So it's kind of a waste. So yeah, I'm in the meat milk department now, or direction. That's the direction I decided to go. because I'm not milking them. I'm looking for meat. Meat goats. And goats pretty much take care of themselves. I mean, they can be high maintenance. But overall, I feel they're low maintenance because you don't have to babysit them. Alright, I just reconnected to the internet. I should connect to this phone here in a second. While I change my socks, we'll get an update. Move this thing around. I think my other phone just got a notification that I got connection. But this one hasn't connected yet. I have to go to settings and make it connect. There it is. KCLAhosting.com. If you need a website, you need hosting, you need a domain name, all that stuff. I do that too. Sorta. I used to do that. Now my business partners pretty much run the show. But I still own part of the business. There's all my notifications. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Okay. PBR is down 7%. Okay, so it's closer to what I suggest buying PBR at, $10 per share. And I suggest buying ZIM at around $20 a share at this point. Later, when it goes up, I'll have a new suggested price. So I bought $1 worth of these two guys last night. Oh. That's funny. So I bought $1 worth of a top financial group last night after the market, but I locked my price in. And I set my sold price up at its peak rate. Well, it went up overnight, and I sold $18 worth. So now I should have like 20 bucks almost in my Cash App. 28 bucks. So, boom. So I made money last night. So that's how I do my day trading. Oh, wow. It's still up. Way up. So I should have maybe kept my money in. Wow, it skyrocketed. So what I did was I went over here and set this bar for like right here. And that's where it sold at. If I would have held on to it, I could have made more money. But I'll set it here. And if it goes up more, now I think the screen blacked out for me to enter my password, but I'm going to go ahead and pause this anyways, just to be safe. Okay, we're back. So now I've scheduled it to sell when it goes back up again. That's weird, it won't let me sell. Oh, a lot of people are selling right now. So it's like, oh, you can't sell. We have, wait, no. What? It's like, it thinks I already have an existing sale out there, but I just sold. Oh, I do have an existing sale. Oh, it's still registering. Hasn't completely computed yet. So yeah, my custom sale for Bitcoin expired, so I went ahead and reset it. So yeah, it charged me 2 cents to make $18. Now I have to pay taxes on that later. But I only had $10 invested. No. That's my total investment. I only had $3 invested. It should be over here. Yeah, it's at the top. PBR went down. So it's down here now. So all the ones here at the top, I do custom sales. This one here is another one worth looking into. It's a petroleum-based medicine company. It's already doubled. I think I got a custom sell for it as well. Yeah. But that's on the day trading side, right? So this stuff goes up and down. It's almost unpredictable. I mean, it depends on what you know and who you know. You might be able to predict some of this stuff. But yeah, these guys don't pay a dividend, so these guys are just a day trade. And I did good. I bought it down here while it's flatlining. Now, I only had a couple bucks in there. And now it's going crazy. So if I had more money in there, I'd be making more money. But I don't know this company, so I'm not going to take that kind of a risk. Yeah, I've more than doubled my money. Seven times. I've made 7 times my money, basically. So if I had $100 in there, I'd have made $700. I'd have been like, hell yeah, jackpot. But that's gambling. And I don't like to gamble. I mean, stocks are a safer gamble than, say, the regular lottery. Regular lottery, you're pretty much guaranteed to fail. But here, at least it's 50-50. It's funny how people will look down on me for doing stocks. They'll be like, well, that's risky. That's risky. Yep, they'll play the lottery. It's like, that's more risky. So if you play the lottery instead, you should play stocks. Maybe not get as carried away as I have on some of these things. Or some people do with stuff. But if you was to do one or the other, this would be the safest bet. So one thing I wanted to look up. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond did go bankrupt. That's the one where I was losing the most money. But it's only a couple $100. Thank God it wasn't a couple thousand. Oh, we're in the percents now. I don't know why I couldn't look it up. So I quit buying after I found out they were pretty much closing all their stores. They may make a comeback, but it's down 99% this year. My gains are down 90%. But that's because I've been buying it as it's been going down. Let's see where yeah, see, here's all my buys. I bought a little bit up here. And then, yeah, but most of it was me falling. That's why I want to buy up here. $10. $10, $1. 10. 10. 1. 10. 10. 1. 1. 20. 10. 1. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Another 10. 10. 10. And 2 more 10s. So I've been buying it as it's been going down. If it does like Bitcoin did and it goes back up, I'll make some decent money. They're a big company. We'll see how long they've been in business, if this will tell me. Yeah, C19. Well, after C19, they've been having problems. They don't say when they were founded. That's the main reason why I wanted to come back to my truck and get on the internet. So last but not least, yeah, so I got into this when my brother got me into Bitcoin. he was losing money, so I started buying in. And I rode it while it was going down. And now it's going back up. I'm making money. So I started dabbling into the day trading side a little bit. Just investing $1 here and $1 there. And Western Union caught my eye. They're down. I should buy another $10 over here. But I'm going to put my money in PBR. They're way down. Now would be the time to buy if they go back up. If they go back up. But, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical and scared right now. But they pay a decent dividend. They're paying 8% dividend. You know, almost 9%. That's pretty good. And so they're the ones who first caught my eye when it came to the dividends. Like, oh. I was like, I didn't even know that I could be making dividends on these stocks. And so I was just kind of like, what the heck? I was still clueless. But I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I started paying closer attention. And that's why I put more money into these guys. But because their stock is down, the 8%'s better. I think it was only like 5% or something before. And I thought that was good money. And now it's 8%, almost 9%. So I'm already tired, but that's because I'm in the heat in my big truck. I ain't got the truck running. And the sun's out. I'm waiting for the dew to dry on the grass. I need to get out there and get to work, get my rubber boots on. But anyways, so I started paying attention to dividends with these guys. And then I bought some PBR. I didn't even know who they were. And they paid a good dividend. And then after I discovered Western Union dividends and PBR dividends, that really got my attention. And I started getting dividends from other companies as well. So I started paying attention to dividends. And that's pretty much what got me into this. Then I started looking for dividends. You know, what stocks pay the best dividends? PBR was my best until I Googled who pays the best dividends. Well, nobody wants to tell you that stuff for free. They want you to pay for that information. I'm probably one of the few people that's giving it away for free. And I Googled it, and it took a couple tries, but I found ZIM, and that's been my bread and butter stock ever since. And I'm constantly looking for new ones. Just in case PBR and ZIM fall off the radar. You know. So anyways. Oh, let's come back over here. I'm at 14%. I gotta plug this in. I'm backing up my other phone, but not quick enough. This phone's like my old phone. And then my now latest previous phone is what I'm planning on using as this phone replacement. So yeah, ZIM, 100, almost 101% return. PBR is dropping, so their yield is going up. So they're the second best still to buy. OROVY is the third best, but their stock price is almost $100 in it right now. Their stocks are up. So I wouldn't buy them right now. I bought mine at $80 a share. So I'd say $75 a share would be the best time to buy in. And then my fourth pick is AMKBY. They're at $9 a share. And they got a decent yield. OROVY is paying $40 a share, though. I bought mine at $80. So they're paying 50. I'm getting a 50% return on my investment. So it was higher when I bought it. So yeah, I'm getting a 50% return. So for me, that's better. If it goes back down to 80 or 75, then boom, you're going to be making 50% or more return on your investment. Chesapeake, that'd be the fifth best, I think. Let's see where Western Union is. They're at 8%, so they're down here. PXD, that's a decent one. I only say that because the politicians got their money in PXD, so they know something we don't know. We should follow their lead. As far as that goes. Oh, here's Chesapeake. It's wait. What's this other Chesapeake? Oh, Granite. Wash Trust. I don't know what that's all about. Let's look at their earnings per share. Their earnings per share is 1 penny less than their dividends, so they're losing money. Yeah. I wouldn't do it. Western Union, it's down here around 8 or 9. There it is. 8.8. $10 a share. I don't know what it was when I bought it, but it's down. Okay, yeah, it's down. So the dividends or the yield is up. So, if you wanted to invest in Western Union, now would be the time to do it. But it's only given almost 9% return. And you can get almost 100% return up here on ZIM. So, and I think ZIM's more stable than Western Union and PBR. So, but wait for PBR to drop to 10 or less before buying PBR. All right, that's it. Bye.